We'll see Andy Dalton and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. This is Tony Pollard. And a good effort on the return there.
Tony
Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Sack.
The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Dalton here from the gun. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
By Dexter
Always up for a
Gordon.
visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now it's Tate. A good return there,
Golden
17 yards. And the Giants will begin this
take
drive
over
in good
1st
shape,
and 10
1st and 10. The Giants go to work on offense for the first time, and it's Daniel Jones leading the way, the number 6 pick in the 2019 draft.
And that's really good field position they were given. Now, nothing's a gimme. We know that. But I know his goal, have the field goal kicker just stay on the bench. They want to put it in the end zone and get 6 out of this one. If they don't, I think it'll feel like a disappointment.
Now a first carry for Dion Lewis. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He was
Well,
brought
look
down
at the
by
numbers
Aldon
last week
Smith.
for Dion Lewis.
A gain of
14
2.
carries,
Brings up
135 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Lee on the
So
tackle.
a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
No! So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving
Number
forward.
21, Ezekiel
The numbers
Elliott,
for
the ball
Zeke from
carrier.
last week.
Taken
18
down at the
carries,
14-yard
82
line.
yards.
4
And I
yards
love what
on the
they've got
pickup.
in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw to play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on
That's
them.
good.
That one good for a first down
Cowboys.
pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Ezekiel
A good
Elliott.
gain again. That's now 31 yards
13
combined on
more
those last 2
yards.
plays.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Dalton with a first and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott.
Dalton's
A good
pass
rally to the football.
complete to
Keeps him to
Ezekiel
only a
Elliott.
yard, and it's second
He's
down.
out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Check the outs. Hey, watch that. Line 54. Line 54. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball.
Dalton hands off to Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard
Ezekiel
pickup.
Elliott, the ball carrier. He was brought down at his 49-yard
No
line.
score after one on
That's
EA
the end of the
Sports.
first quarter with no score.
3 down. 54's Mike. 54.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton.
Stop your whining.
And he can't get away
Andy
from the
Dalton
pressure the
sacked
Giants get there.
by
Leonard
Leonard
Williams. He's the one to
big
get him,
loss
and
on
that
the
is
play.
sack number
Brings up
7
fourth
for him
down.
on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He
The
talked about
Giants
how
take
much
over
time they
first
spend
and 10
working
at
on
their
pass
own
rush moves
25-yard
every
line.
position. Because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying
Jones
to score.
pass.
I know we're being a little bit
Complete to
facetious here,
Sterling
but the
Shepard.
bottom line is take care of the
A gain of
football,
12.
and everything else should flow from
And
there.
the
Quick
Giants
lesson, never
first
ask
down.
the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this
Jones
across
pass.
midfield and
Complete to
inside the
Darius
45. A good
gain of
pickup there,
21
21 yards.
First down, Giants.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy
Dion
for a
Lewis,
nice
the
pickup.
ball carrier.
They get 10 more there, and I
taken down at
believe
the
that'll be enough for
33-yard
another
line.
first down at will.
It's a gain of 10.
Would you say this
First
offense is
down,
locked in right now?
Giants.
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he is out of bounds inside
Dion
the 30.
Lewis, the
It's a
ball
6-yard pickup, but it gets him to
Out
second
of
and
bounds
4.
at the 27-yard
Decided to
line.
hit it off that time
A
on the
6-yard
run-pass
pickup.
option.
Appeared to be an
Brings
easy
up second
decision.
and 4.
Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down now, it's Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Dion Lewis,
It's
the
a
ball
first
carrier.
down on a gain of 10.
Chidobe Awuzie
The running
on the
game
tackle.
fully in sync,
It's
1
a
to
gain of
11 on
10.
that play.
And sometimes it
down,
comes from the
Giants.
offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see
Man,
about
that
the
ain't
call.
make no sense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Jones now operating from the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
And it's third down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
All day, every day.
From the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
To Golden Tate.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now Jones. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
New York.
From a yard out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Another chance for Dalton. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Complete to Ezekiel Elliott.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Giants' 25-yard line.
Wilson snags it left side. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach it, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Focus, defense, focus. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
DeMarcus Lawrence on the
DeMarcus
stop.
Lawrence in on the
No gain
tackle.
on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard
Throwing
line.
on second down. Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, New York.
Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete left side to Shepard. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second
Complete
down.
to Sterling Shepard. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Watch the screen.
They run. This is Lewis. And very little running room there.
Dion
He
Lewis,
did get
the
a
ball
couple
carrier.
up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy of
The best
midfield.
defensive linemen,
A
they
2-yard
play
gain
with great
on the play.
leverage so they can get low and not get
third
bowled over
down.
by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very
Lewis
generous
again,
one.
the
He
ball
looks to be
carrier.
about a yard or so
He's across
short. He
midfield
needed
to the
3. He
49-yard
got
line.
2. Now that'll
A
set
gain
up
of
an
2
interesting
yards on the
situation
play.
here on 4th and a
Brings up
yard.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
It's caught. Shepard. And he is tackled
Jones
inside the
pass.
40, not
Complete
quite
to
to the
Sterling
35.
Shepard.
The conversion
A gain
is
of
successful
13
with a
yards.
sizable gain of 13,
First down,
and the decision
New
to
York.
go for it looks like a smart one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike's 50.
A quick throw. Here's Shepard. That was play number 7 on this
pass.
drive, and it got him
Complete
7
to Sterling
yards.
Shepard.
Nothing fancy
It's a
on
gain of
first
7.
down, but a very
Brings up
consistent
2nd
type of a
and
play.
3
Hit
at
that
the
slant.
29-yard
A lot of people
line.
call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run
Lewis,
like
the
that,
ball carrier.
you often can go for big
Brought
yardage.
down
Sets
at
him
the
up nicely for
18-yard
second
line.
down, staying ahead of
A
schedule.
gain of 11 on the play. And the Giants first down.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain
Lewis
of 3.
again, the ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players
He's
on
brought down
any
at the
football team,
15-yard line.
defensive tackles,
3-yard
because we
pickup.
ask them to just eat
Brings
up
up
blocks
2nd
and
and
allow other
7.
people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself,
Dion
as we
Lewis,
just
the
saw
ball
there,
carrier.
that's a big day.
The tackle made at the 12-yard
Well, you
line.
certainly have to give a little credit
A
here
gain of
because
4.
they are playing this
And it's
game now
third
at their
down.
pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Double dog. That's the way.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. This Cowboy
Jones
defense
pass.
looked ready for that
Intended
3rd
for
down
Darius
pass.
Slayton.
Brings up 4th.
Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively.
Graham
They did
Gano
allow him
on
to
for the
drive
field
all the way
goal.
downfield, but once they got their backs to the
29-yard
goal
attempt.
line, they really turned up the
The kick
pressure.
is
Yeah, they let him
good.
get all the way down here. Now the
Makes
field
the score
shrinks.
Giants
They've struggled
10.
to convert, and that
Cowboys
last
3.
incompletion brings up 4th. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very
Graham
manageable.
Gano
All things
set to
considered,
kick
not a
off.
bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening
Tony
drive of the third
Pollard
quarter.
on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100
Number
yards
21
yet. And in
Ezekiel
today's
Elliott, the
NFL,
ball
where it's a
carrier.
pass-first league,
He's tackled at
that
the
is quite
34-yard
surprising.
line.
Not many teams
A
patient enough to
6-yard
stick with the
pickup
run.
brings up
Everybody wants to
2nd and
advance the
4.
ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they got half half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2
David
more.
Mayo brought him down. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
4-yard loss.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, let's get there. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. 60 equal, 60 equal. Right, check right. 18 left, 18 left. You can check that, straight. Go.
Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Complete to Dion Lewis.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They try again with Lewis. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down,
10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Lewis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike. Too little, cupcake. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
This is Lewis. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Wayne
19
Gallman,
yards
the
to
ball
pick
carrier.
up there. Move the chains.
Chidobe Awuzie on the tackle.
Interior of that line
A
blocked
gain
really
of
well on that
19
run, but also the
yards.
two tight ends. They blocked
First
well,
down,
too.
Not
New
only have they
York.
scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Check safety, check safety.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Defense all day, all day. Quick dad. 55 is mine, guys, 55.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
At their own
Almost makes
20-yard
me
line.
feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in
Intended
this
for
game.
Dalton Schultz.
After the
Incomplete.
incompletion, here's second and
Jabril
10 from the
Peppers
20.
on the coverage.
So now Dalton. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's got it
That's
past the
good
30
for the
before he's hit and
Cowboys.
dropped. Operating from the gun. Dalton. Huge first down. Got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get
Dalton's
set,
pass.
and then spike it.
Intended for Dalton Schultz.
Line of scrimmage, the
Incomplete.
31 as they line up
It's
second
now
and 10.
second and 10.
Dalton wants to throw. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete.
Dalton's pass.
4
complete to
yards the
Amari
gain, and
Cooper.
it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4.
All right,
Brings up
here's
third
Dalton.
and 6.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The
CD
drive continues
Lamb.
as they search for
That's
a tying
good for
touchdown.
the
Here's first and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good.
First
It's not
and
all
10
the
at the
time that the play
45-yard
caller
line.
should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were